Babic.
I'm the referee. I obey my commands at all times. You both know the rules. Watch them heads and kick the punches up. When I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
Well, he's an emerging heavyweight, the all-action, if rather raw style of Alan Babic, intent on delivering another highlight reel KO here. He's in with the more seasoned, the more experienced Niall Kennedy, the heavier and bigger man, and with a chance to try and stop the Babic train. He's not going to have to go looking for him, we know that. And look at this from Babic already. Hooks, head and body. He throws so many punches so early, but what happens when he gets hit back?
Yeah, there's a nice stiff jab there, from Niall Kennedy. A good right hand though from Babic.
Well, whipping that left hook across, Alan Babic.
Yeah, looking to be aggressive here, Babic, and decent hand speed, but Kennedy just making him miss and landing a good jab there when he was backed up against the ropes. Again, looking to try to chop that right hand down on Babic as he comes in.
It'll be a question of whether he can weather this storm, Kennedy, and take Babic somewhere that he hasn't been yet. Babic, who spars Dillian Whyte, and he just wants sparring and fights. That's what he's about. Tries the body shot as well, Kennedy. Trying to cover up and utilising that extra professional know-how. Solid jab from Babic. But wild and woolly as well.
Yeah, Kennedy just getting underneath that right hand and spinning back into the centre of the ring. Good move from him.
Body shots from Babic. But he's bludgeoning away, and Kennedy just trying to keep the guard high and bide his time. Right hand from Babic was good. Don't fight him, the Irish corner are shouting. How do you keep Babic off you?
Yeah, he landed clean shots here, Babic, but Kennedy taking them well. It's just if he can keep taking them.
Just bludgeons away, doesn't he, Alan Babic? Tries to look for the uppercut on the inside. Circumspect Kennedy, but tries to get a right hand back of his own. And a body shot as well. If he can back up Babic, then it gets interesting. Body shots from Babic. And a left hand as well, and Kennedy's done well to survive this, to take it, and to still be standing upright. And that's a psychological sign. If he can make it to the end of the first, and try and get a foothold in the fight.
Yeah, Kennedy's, you know, a bigger heavyweight. He's been in there with some big heavyweights as well. Don't forget, Babic really is a cruiserweight. Good left hook there, though, from Babic.
Yeah, lovely left hook at the end of a tough first round for Niall Kennedy, but he's got through it.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol. However you're spending the autumn nights, we've got a movie for you.
You can clap now.
Your autumn nights are covered with Sky Cinema.
The biggest names in women's golf are in town.
Oh, it's a great shot. And she not only a champion, but a major champion.
The KPMG Women's PGA Championship, live on Sky Sports. Feel it all.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Don't try to stop him. Yeah, start being careful now. Hit up harder shots, okay?
Second up, round two.
Big right hand landing them, but Kennedy took it well.
Here's the second. We're watching Alan Babic, the 29-year-old from Zagreb, and the 36-year-old from County Wexford, Niall Kennedy. These two heavyweights swinging away, especially Babic. Does he need power to keep him off him, or is it a case of just biding his time and throwing in an odd body shot like that? Yeah,
that was a really good body shot. He's looking to stand his ground a bit more here, Kennedy, trying to fire back. I mean, some people think that Babbage has got a bully mentality where he kind of swarms all over you. It'll be interesting to see what he's like when he gets hit back.
Absolutely. All we've seen is the offense, but look at this. Kennedy standing up to him. Good uppercut as well. It was a big outsider, Niall Kennedy, but there was a fair amount of money, probably the Irish money on him in the last few days. There's a lot of support in Ireland for their leading heavyweight, and he's got a couple of titles over in America, but this is really hard work. Keeping Babbage at bay.
I'd like to see Kennedy take the initiative here and just try and hold his ground and stand his ground and kind of stay nice and tight, but fire back the body shots. I don't think Babbage likes it when he gets hit to the body, but obviously when he's able to land his own shots, that was a good left hook. I think that dropped Kennedy there. The ref didn't count, but I thought it was a good shot that put him down, maybe.
Yeah, it was a good shot. No count from the referee, but it's also a bit of a tired look as he just dropped down there, Kennedy. Has he got the firepower? 8 knockouts in the 13 wins. You've got to put a dent in Babbage, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think Kennedy's having more success staying the ground, looking for that body shot.
Nice right hand, too, from Babbage.
When he's backing up, he's giving Babbage the time and the room to really kind of plant his feet and get good leverages into shot. But if he can back Babbage up, he'll take away a lot of his leverages.
Just getting marked up, though, Kennedy, and he's losing his balance slightly as well. And a right hand from Babbage, and a good combination as well, and Kennedy nearly went there. Well, it's all action, Matt.
Yeah, Babbage isn't difficult to hit, that's for sure. So, you know, again, just to reiterate, I think Kennedy's better off standing his ground here. When he's backing up, he's a bit tired. He's getting caught on the end of the shots where Babbage has got power behind him. But if he can stay close to Babbage and fire back his own body shots, then he's not allowing Babbage the room to get power into his shots. You know, this is a guy that's never been past 2 rounds as a professional, so if Kennedy can lean on him and tie him up close and try and back him up, that's his best way to go, I think.
2 torrid rounds for Niall Kennedy.
Well, he's already taken Babbage further than he's ever been yet as a professional. It's been a fair old pace, so it'll be interesting to see how Babbage deals with that.
Can you just get the jab in his face? Can you even just
well, he went down, Kennedy. Should it have been called?
Yeah, I think it was a short left hook there on the chin, which caused the knockdown, but the referee waved the slip. I don't think the ref's seen the shot landing. Yeah, maybe a little bit of balance, possibly slipped a bit, but I think there was definitely a short left hook that landed.
He certainly felt it, didn't he? And he's feeling these, and he's trying to tough it out. Just thought he looked more lethargic in that second round.
Big shots. Use that jab. Okay, use your reach. All right. No, this is your 15 minutes of fame.
This is your 15 minutes of fame. Pascal Collins there. A great family, Steve and Pascal. They absolutely etched in boxing through the years, and they know this is the one chance for Niall Kennedy.
A good right hand there from Babbage. Yeah, Pascal.
The body language didn't look good, though, in the corner. And down goes Kennedy. And he's in all sorts of trouble now. Beginning of the third. How much resistance is there? He needs to land something quickly. Right hand from Babbage, and he's a predatory finisher. And Ian John Lewis says no more. Niall Kennedy not too happy about that. It was a fast finish from Alan Babbage. Maybe he could have got on, but you know what? I think he would have been knocked out.
Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall. I think Kennedy had a good go the first couple. You know, when I say had a good go, he lost the rounds and obviously got put down in the second, even though he didn't score a knockdown. But he certainly has given Babbage the best test of his pro career so far. He landed some good body shots as well, some good jabs. So he definitely told us a little bit more about Babbage. But no, he was outgunned. Too much firepower. was out of his depth really in the end. So that was actually not a bad stoppage from the referee.
Yeah, Pascal just asking whether he's all right, or he knows where he is. And he was just, well, just overrun, wasn't he, by the charging, all aggressive Babic. It's not pretty, but you know what? It's been pretty effective at this level. You know, who knows how far it will take him, this style. But, you know, there's the good matches to be made out there. You think of fighters like Tom Little and Dave Allen, and I know he wants Filip Hrgović. He really hates Hrgović, but Hrgović is, you know, a classy fighter, and he was a really top amateur. Don't know, they'll have to be careful matching Babic, but it's going to be some ride, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, he's a real character. He's aggressive. He throws a lot of punches. Probably like to see him down at cruiserweight if he's going to push on and look to win titles. He's 29 now as well, so they are going to move him quickly. I'm not sure how effective he'd be when he goes up the levels against some of the bigger heavyweights, but certainly down at cruiserweight, I think he could be. You know, it'd be interesting to see what he could do there.
How good do you think he is?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much better he can get either. Like I say, he is 29. He's had a long amateur career. He's decent, but I think if he's going to be effective and win titles, I think it needs to be down at cruiserweight. I don't see him troubling the likes of Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury or any of the big heavyweights or anywhere, you know, even at domestic level, maybe not.
Not sure about that. We'll see, though. It's 5 out of 5. 5 big knockouts. He's a cult character, and people are loving him. Alen Babic wins again.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian John Lewis calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 34 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by RSC and still undefeated, Alen the Savage Babic.
Alen Babic rolls on, and Niall Kennedy is stopped. Second defeat for the Irishman, and Babic remains with that perfect record so far. So much more sport ahead on Sky Sports Arena tonight. The NBA Finals. It's the Lakers at the Heat from 12:15 in the early hours. Don't miss that. So Niall Kennedy unfortunately goes back with that defeat. The Irish heavyweight, a lovely guy, but this guy can talk. Alen Babic with Andy.
I'm gonna say it online.
Alen, the Savage, relentless, brutal, unforgiving. Analyse your own performance for us tonight.
Well, listen, I wanted to be faster, you know, but he was pretty easy. Neil, my brother. It was pretty easy to hit, you know, so I didn't have to go into the next gear, you know. I had around 15 rounds like this in me, you know, so it was not a good performance for me. I want better, but it's a stoppage, third round, you know. That's why I'm here.
Your critics, they say he's too small, he's too hittable, he should be a cruiserweight. Are you on your own journey and you're not listening to any outside noise, or are you taking that stuff on board?
Actually, I have a message from my critics. Can I?
Yeah, as long as you don't swear.
Yeah, I was so allowed to listen to me. Critics, I love you all. I really do. Critics made me. You know, I had critics my whole life. They're gonna make me better, and I'm gonna make of you my army. You know, my frontmen soldiers. You're gonna be critics. I'm gonna change them. You know, I'm gonna keep winning. I'm gonna have 10 fights, 10 KOs. You know, they're gonna love me. You know, I love my critics. I love all my critics.
Well done, Alen.
Thank you very much.
Savage, I mean.
Yeah, very good evening and welcome to our main event viewers joining us. World title action coming up with Chantel Cameron very soon, and also Joshua Buatsi back in the ring after over a year out. But alongside me right now, Dillian Whyte, who's been on a bit of a spying mission for his man Babic. How impressed were you with his performance there?
I'm very impressed. You know, Alen does what Alen does. Alen always comes to a fight and he just wants maximum violence all the time. He spars the same way he fights, you know. The guy actually spars 5 days a week. You know, we're basically got a fight at night. He just loves it. He lives for this, and that's what he enjoys doing, man. So I'm just happy that I'm able to be in a position to give him a chance to do what he likes doing.
It is so far so good for him. 5 wins, 5 knockouts. He seems to walk through his opponents with pretty much ease, doesn't he? But there is some comments, Andy mentioned it there in the interview, about his size and whether that could be a problem down the line, the higher up the levels he goes. What do you think? Could that be a concern for you?
It's always a concern because he's not the tallest of guys, he's not the biggest of guy, but he's so tenacious and he's relentless as well. So it can be his advantage as well, because being small and being able to press the guys and stay on the inside as well, and because he's so tenacious, even if the fight goes late, he puts a lot of damage mentally and physically in his opponents. But I've told him before, I think he should move down to cruiserweight because he can dominate at cruiserweight and maybe come back up to heavyweight. But Alan wants to do his own thing. He believes he's a heavyweight. He wants to be a heavyweight, and he believes he can be a heavyweight champion of the world. So all I can do is just support him the best I can.
Well, the weight we had for him was 14 stone 3, but apparently there's some stuff going around on social media that he's saying he was actually, in fact, 15.3 and that the scales were wrong. So who knows?
That's typical Alan.
Is it?
You know, that's Alan. He will say, no, I am not 14.3.